Hi there, I'm going to show you how to put together keyframing in Adobe Premiere Elements 12 using the model that we've created here. It's a typographical title with 3 elements, the words how to, keyframe, and the third line in Adobe Premiere Elements. So here's where it all gets started. First of all, I want to find the clip that I want to animate and select it first. And it's a little subtle, but you'll notice that it glows a little different color when you click it. And the next thing I want to do is I want to find the first frame that I want to affect, and I'm going to scrub back here. I can see there's the way the animation is appearing so far, just bringing text into play. But I want to get to the very first frame of this, and the best way to do that is to hit this button here, go to previous edit point. Very handy control. So I'm all queued up. Now to activate keyframe mode, I'm going to go to Applied Effects, the button over on the top right, and turn it on. And to start up keyframing, I'm going to click this button, Show Hide the Frame Controls, Keyframe Controls. And you'll notice it pops open with Image Control, which is just in the way. I'll fold it up with a little triangle. What we want to pick on is Motion, in this case, for this tutorial. So I'll open it up. And the next thing I can do, we're all queued up where we want to start. I'm going to activate or toggle the animation by clicking this little blue stopwatch, and we're now ready to go. Step 2, the big step 2, adjust the first keyframe. The first keyframe, it suggests we're going to take this down to 0, a size of 0, so we just made it really, really small. And it invents a keyframe here in the timeline, in the keyframe timeline. A little bit invisible, but it's a part of this timeline here too. Next, we now want to go to the second keyframe, so I'm going to scrub about 1 second in advance. Now, right now the location of this is 2 seconds, 5 frames. If I just scrub ahead here to 3 seconds and 5 frames, I'm exactly 1 second into this title. And you'll notice that it is scrubbed forward here as well. So now I want to put in a new keyframe at this point in time. I'm going to simply scale this thing back up. You'll notice as soon as I start to change it, a new keyframe is invented there. And I'm going to scale this thing up to a perfect 100%. You know what? The easy way is just to go in here and type 100, and I've got that keyframe in place. Okay, now I'm going to repeat the process for the other elements. The first keyframe and second keyframe, make that thing expand from the center. Then I have the word keyframe show into place. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this really, really quickly and see if I can make some things happen. I'll queue up to the very start of this. I'm going to hit, let's see, Image Control. I could play around with the brightness, or I could go to opacity. That might be a little easier. So at this point here, I'm going to activate the keyframes. I'm going to make it completely invisible. I'm going to queue ahead by about 1 second. And again, where did it start here? 5:04. I'll go up to 6:04. Exactly. Well, near enough here. And I'll take it back up to 100%. I like just typing those numbers in. And then the last element, let's see, for this one, tell you what, we'll do something different for this. I'm going to queue it up. I'm going to go back to Motion. I'm going to activate the position this time. And in this case, I'm going to have the this title kind of glide up from the bottom in 1 second. Now I'm going to go ahead. It's already put the first keyframe in. I'm going to go a second ahead of this one. Let's see, we're at 7:27. I'll take it up to 8:27 or so. I'm going to invent the keyframe for this that is in the place where we want it to be. Let's see, that's rotation, scale, position. There it is. This button here adds a keyframe. Now so far these are both in exactly the same place. But if I go back to that first one now, I could actually move the location, the position of this third clip. This is the X location, this is the Y. I'm going to have it go lower. And you can see what's happening in the preview window. If I hold the Shift key, it goes really fast. So I'll just move it off. And now the keyframing is going to have it go from the very beginning where it starts off and falls into place. So now my animation looks like this. How to zooms in, keyframe fades in, and in Premiere Elements crawls in. There's your animation. Give it a try for yourself and see how that works for you.